This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
What's the deal, gang? Excuse me. I'm just walking through a cloud right now. I think this is a smoke cloud. Yeah, not one of those cumulonimbus clouds that you guys think. I'm walking through a smoke cloud. All right, get out of the way. Let me get on stage. Where's the stage door at? Where's the stage door? There we go. Oh, they took the sign off the door. Wagwan my Oyase. This is ugly. So, welcome.
The smoke got me. I got bronchitis.
How's everyone doing? How's everybody's morning? Oh, wait, I don't even have this. Bear with me, gang. It's apparently daylight savings time. Or we got rid of it. I don't know, but the clock's moved. And I haven't. Everybody doing better than ever? Amazing. Full house in the Zoom. Stupid fat fingers. Why? What happened? Oh, you deleted somebody's comment? Damn. Eddie's fat fingers banning people and shit. That's crazy. No wonder I got no viewers. They're all banned. The fuck? So, chat, remember how we ended up Friday at 26.7K subscribers? Yeah, that must have been a glitch. Because YouTube brought us right back down to 26.6. $26.6, we back, baby. That's fucking wild. Oh, man. As long as it's not 26.2, incoming. Incoming. They must have took our petty donations game and applied it to our subscribers. Yo, congrats to Jay. Jay's daughter was born over the weekend. Shout out to Jay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, she was born yesterday. Healthy baby girl. Thank you.
That's right. W. You still in the hospital?
Yes, we're here until Tuesday.
Nice.
Yeah, my girlfriend is blood negative, so they have to check the baby's blood. We're waiting to find out what her blood is to know if they have to give a special vaccine to the mom. If she's like me positive, but if she's negative, then they don't have to do anything. So we'll have to. Yeah. Go ahead.
This is Jay whispering, chat.
Yeah. I'm
Is
in
he
the
still
hospital
louder than me?
whispering.
This is him whispering. Create some advertising short, invite people to your channel, learn to trade, then ask hello to chat to upload them to your channel. Free advertising across loads of channels. W. Who wants to do that? By show of hands. Let's drop some levels. Jeez, look at this ugly ass daily. We kind of been bearish all week, but went nowhere. It's fucking wild. 4 days of bearish movement that went nowhere. Hmm. Ranges are massive. Okay. As we were coming down here, this is what I see. I see range 1, I see range 2. I think if we're going to look for buys, we're going to need to close above range 2, which is also the most recent level. So for us to have buys, we're going to need to see this closure, and then we can look for bottom wick entries. And if we look left, every time we close above this area, we drive up, right? Closed, drove up, closed here, drove up, closed, drove up, closed above, drove up, closed above, drove up, closed above, drove up, closed above, drove up. Lowest common denominator right there, 22 areas, right? So that's probably our target here. If we start closing above, let's mark off that level. Sorry, that's the wrong level. Wrong level. Bong. Right there. Okay, so let's wait for this closure. I will also say that if we are to look for sells here, we are going to need, since we've tapped the top of range 2 here, I'm okay with now with trading range 1. What I'm going to need here is this candle to do this now. And then I can trade through range 1, and we will look for top wick sells here to come down. Before it, if we didn't tap this area and topped out somewhere mid-range here, then we would be looking for a break of the low of range 1, right? We're going to break the support of range 1. But now, since we've tapped the top of range 2, we can trade into range 1, and we can look for these positions right here. So let's see what happens. Let's see what this candle does. Need some patience. Let's practice some of that. Jay's got to open up a pizza place, call it Papa Jay's. Papa John's ain't got shit on Papa Jay's.
Actually, she's a really, really good girl. She
I don't believe
doesn't
that.
cry. She doesn't make a sound. Yeah, she's complete opposite of her mother. And if she's drinking milk, if she can't find the tit anymore, she'll cry because she wants it. Other than that, she
Oh,
doesn't
that's
make
what
a
I do.
sound. She's really good.
No?
I told the same thing. To
That's what I do.
friend. She's like her dad.
No queréis para acompañar.
Oh my god. Okay, there's so many nurses in the room right now. What's going on?
I'll throw a temper tantrum if I can't find the titty.
Sí, de una
Yeah. Oh man. And she's got massive lips. Massive lips, just like her mom. Massive. They're like gigantic. It's insane. So she said, yep, you're gonna have to use a stick to shoo every guy that comes near her. I said, yeah. Oh my god.
Are guns legal?
No. It's Europe, man. They're all woke here. There's no guns. That's why everybody uses knives and
Just
goes
walk
crazy.
around with sharp sticks. I do.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just take one from a branch and just go shoot. Shoot. Like the old men. Oh god. Oh man, I can't wait to have her grow up and
Sit on your lap.
look at me and
mess
know
with
it's
your
me.
trading and
Yeah.
not let you press a button like this one's doing right now.
Claro, yo tenía pensado, digo, bueno, digo, pues mientras estoy en casa de el techo, pues lo que pasa es que yo tenía. Entonces, yo a ella quería.
So if she clicks buy or sell accidentally, we shouldn't take the position.
No tenerla 24 horas del día pegada a la teta.
A ver, vale, pero sí que es verdad que tengo que decir que con el estilo de la
Sí,
para
no,
mostrar,
no.
¿vale? Pero con el estilo se consigue una tercera más, es que lo que puede conseguir mamá después, a ver, entonces, normalmente.
Sean, is that one in the middle?
That's the baby.
The baby, okay.
Yeah, she's not much of a baby anymore, but she's the baby. She's 5. The 7-year-old's in the other room. Let him stay home from school today.
Nice. W dad.
That's what they say. That's what they say. That's not what the teachers say. But then I'm like, I look at my life and I'm like, you know what? I could have skipped a few more, second grade classes. I could have skipped half of high school and it mattered nothing. I remember like what mattered and what didn't, and I'm like, man, if she misses a day of second grade, this shit will have no effect on the rest of her day, on the rest of her life. So I'm like, all right. But it will make you the coolest dad ever. Yo, we hear all the nurses.
Especially if you take him.
Yo, can you tell the nurses to be quiet?
Let me mute you. Mute myself, I mean.
No, tell them to be quiet, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You're working. Hey, can you guys please fucking have some respect for my work? I understand you're living here at the hospital, but I'm working.
And you know what's the worst thing is that the Wi-Fi is not working at the hospital, so I'm using my phone as roaming to power all my devices. And then I got notification I'm running out, so I had to buy another pack. Bro, it's insane.
You don't have like unlimited?
I do in Portugal. In Spain, none of the companies in Spain have unlimited data on cell phones, but in Portugal we do. So I'm using the Portugal phone, but when I roam outside of Portugal, I have 25 gigs. I never use it in 2 days, so I have to be careful. So I just bought an additional pack. It has the Wi-Fi. We try to connect to it, and for some reason it pops up asking for a username and password. They don't know, so they're trying to reach IT, but I gotta wait until that happens.
Yeah, they don't have Wi-Fi.
There's an issue somehow. So, but they have a corporate one here, and they're not gonna give it to me. So they use it from themselves. Yeah.
Do you guys have a hospital trader? You guys need one.
Let me mute myself.
Google reviews, birth 112, no Wi-Fi though. Or avoid the hospital. They get 1 star for no Wi-Fi. I don't know, the abortion clinic got Wi-Fi. Like, what are they trying to tell you, bro? That's crazy. Yeah, in the US, abortion clinics have fucking high-speed internet. we have to close below 2904.3. No, I'm looking for a closure below 2907 into range 1. Unless you're talking about spot, at which point I gotta check spot here. Come here, spot. Oh, prices are so close, numbers-wise. I've never seen that. 2908. Oh, 2913. We're like close enough. Less than 100 pips. 50 pips. Yeah, on spot it would be 29 below 2903.8. 2903 flat on spot. Yo, drop a like and sub to the channel. Let's get this shit to 26.7 again. Damn, so that was the 4-hour closure on spot. The 1-hour close. Wow, yeah. 4-hour closure on spot. Bullish. Opened up with a top wick, respecting resistance. A little tough, yeah. Leg candle on the 2-hour. 1 hour too. We keep respecting this little resistance though. 29.14. Let's see what this candle does. Let's get this channel on a subscription drawdown. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Funny way to put it, but still crazy. Yeah, Benny hit one of my screens with his tail, so now it's like fucking something broken in it. Like it's darker on one side of the screen. Like I think he broke like the backlighting on one of the screens on like one of the corners. New to this channel, you trade 1 to 3 or 1 to 1. I don't trade RR at all. It'll be negative most of the time. Guy's like, oh, I'm at the wrong channel then. Bad a dip. Yeah, whatever I answer, it's not gonna like you're not gonna be satisfied until you see us actually trade and take positions and learn and understand. Yeah, most of the satisfaction comes from the aha moments. An aha moment means you're coming to an understanding of what I'm doing. So stick around. I trade solo and was bored, wanted to see how YouTube traders trade. Well, I don't know how YouTube traders trade, but what I do is I usually come to the streams here. I smoke a fat Jamaican joint, you know, just to lock in. And then just somehow, by the grace of Joe Pesci, I've won 128 straight trades. The current winning streak is 128 trades in a row. Our last loss was November 27th, about 3.5 months ago. And honestly, I don't think that's how YouTube traders trade. I think we are the standard for trading, and that's what people should be striving to do. So if you're going to learn anything from what I just said, it's, if you take away anything, is weed's good for trading. Unfortunately, YouTube traders trade like Tanja trades. Yeah, exactly. It's fucking... If you're going to take away anything from what I just said, it's probably weed makes you a better trader, but that's not the point I was trying to get to. I need a digital marketer? Yeah. I just found out that my daughter has a sex offender working in her school. Or not in her school. My daughter's school has a sex offender working in there. That's crazy. Yeah. I don't think the school knows. But there's a parent chat in between the parents. And one of the parents just found out, and they just threw it in the parent chat, like, this guy is working at our kid's school. What should we do? I'm like, I'm heading down to the school to complain anyway, because like the science teacher yelled at my daughter for forgetting her laptop charger. I was like, yo, he raises his voice again, record him. So she's like, I'm recording him right now, yelling at me. I was like, all right, dope, I'll be at the school today. So I'm gonna, when I'm complaining about this, if they give me a hard time, I'm gonna use the sex offender card. I'm gonna be like, well, you know what? You guys also hired a sex, and I'm about to go complain to the police. So they're gonna have to do. I was gonna hold this as like a, you know, ace in the hole. But yeah, I don't think the school knows themselves. It's my pineapple, yeah. And the funny thing is, I've seen him in the car line. Like when I pick up my kids in the evening, I've seen him like in the car line, like loading kids into cars. You know what I mean? Like I know who it is. It's so weird. Are teachers not allowed to shout these days? Let them shout, but don't personalize it. Don't disincentivize my kid from showing up to school because you have an attitude problem. Like, right? If my kid tells me he doesn't want to go because the teacher is yelling, there's an issue. My kid's supposed to want to go to school because of the teachers and the environment, not, you know, dread school because someone's yelling. Like one bad teacher could fuck up a student's like whole trajectory, right? You could have a great kid, 5, 6 years, 7 years. You can get one bad teacher and they'll fuck up your whole trajectory. How come they don't have background checks in schools in America before they get employed? Because you know what? I think this happened while he was already employed. And it just hasn't been reported to the school. Because you know what they did? One of the parents, she posted a chat, a conversation between him and the kid's mother. Right? Where the mother was like, yo, I'm going to go to the police. And you better, you know, like, you leave my kid alone and all this. And you're lucky I don't go to your place of employment. And, like, you know, and all this shit. There's like a whole conversation. It's not even like, oh, is that like, maybe it's not him or maybe it's like, no. Like, there's a whole conversation where he's like, he's not denying it, right? But I don't know the mother who posted it. I know, like, it's a parent. It's a great feeling when you win a trade and light up after. Yeah, it's a great feeling. Understanding why you won and knowing that you can repeat that again once it happens again, because you know exactly what happened and what you needed to look for and why you did it. That's the best feeling, because then you get into rinse and repeat mode. Back in my days, my teachers used to beat the shit out of me. Yeah. They even killed me once. It's alright. But this ain't back in the day, you know what I mean? And this ain't fucking a New York public school. You know, let's behave according to the times. Right, because back in the day, they also used to fucking behead people as a fucking form of entertainment in the town square. We don't do that shit no more, right? If it's not a public school, then parents pay teacher salary. Yeah, it's not a public school. Why are you taking it personally? I'm not. I'm just creating conversation. Yo, I had a teacher in 5th grade who grabbed me by the ear. In 5th grade, I was 9 years old. I remember, man, clear as day. She was like a chubby, heavy-set teacher she would wear like women's suits, like a long dress and a jacket, you know, like a suit for a teacher. And she would be like this big heavy-set lady, and she had like sausage fingers. Yeah, her face looked like an Italian mobster, you know, with all the dips in it and the scars and she looked like, what's the guy from The Sopranos? Was it Paulie or Carmine? I don't remember. I think it was the driver. But anyway, so she had like a pizza face, right? Her face looked like a pizza topping. Like just with like a cheese pizza with like a lot of dips in it. And I remember one day she asked me to say something, and my response was, I don't gotta do shit. And she walked over and she grabbed me by the ear like this, and she picked me up and she walked me out the class and she dragged me down the hallway. It was a big ass school, and she went to the staircase, dragged me up 3 floors by my ear the whole time, like that whole. She got, and 3 floors up to the principal's office. Walked me right into the principal's office and said, "You fucking deal with him." And the principal looked at me, and she looked at the teacher. The teacher ran out the door, and the principal was like, "Come on, sweetie, you want some food?" Because the principal was my mother. And my exact words to the teacher was like, "I ain't gotta do shit because my mother's the principal." Yo, she dragged me out that room straight to... No, she didn't get in trouble. She was like actually a respected teacher, but I was a piece of shit. Like, what fucking kid says, like, fuck you, I don't gotta do shit, my mother's the principal. Like, I think about that and I'm like, yo, I would have kicked myself out of school. What did you say? She wasn't the principal. She was the assistant principal. So my mother was sitting in the principal. She was the assistant principal in the school, and the principal was my mother's best friend. And they were just sitting in the office chatting. And the teacher brought me in there, and they were like, "Yeah, right," because the principal would come over our house like every other night. Like they would go out for tea, or she would come over for like dinner, right? Or she was like friends with my mother, who's the assistant principal. And they were just like, just chill in the office, and they used to love me in the office. But the teacher hated me, so I remember that forever. I remember that pain as I'm being dragged up the stairs by my earlobe and thinking, "You fat bitch, I hope you trip." I was a piece of shit as a kid. Yeah, like I understand why she hated me, or like why she did that. Yeah, my ear looked like I was Elf Boy from Lord of the Rings for a week. Fucking pointy ass ear. Oh, this is the banger. Hold on. Let's turn me up. Chat, I remember the name of the teacher. How about that? I remember her name. Her name was Lydia. Yeah, I've never met a sane Lydia. Where on earth is Carmen Sandiego? That shit was. That was one of my favorite shows growing up too. Yeah, Sam, Lydia. You ever meet a Lydia? You better run, goddammit. Where's Donvo? Overseas. My mother's watching this stream right now. Hi, Ma. Just telling them about my childhood growing up in a school you worked in. Remember Lydia? Carmen Sandiego was a smoke show? Well, she was also a cartoon character, so there's that. Lida? No, her name was Lydia Petrovna. Lydia Petrovna. That's what we had to call her. Lydia Petrovna. I remember her. I remember. What's my age again? What's my age again? I took her out. It was a Friday night. I work alone to get the feeling right. 11? No, I was 8 or 9. No, I was 9. 5th grade, I was 9, yeah. Yeah. So that was 30 years ago. I'm 39 right now. So that was 30 years ago. Wore cologne, walk alone, wore cologne. I wore cologne. The second one, wore cologne. Looking for a sell below these areas, below 2907 flat. That's good though, because we have NYC open coming up, right? This should drive the market with structure, depending on closure. Yeah, I remember thinking I'm an old fuck, like 10 years after high school, it'd be like, you'd be like 27, 28, and you'd be like, look at those, 17-year-olds. Now all those 17-year-olds, they're all in their 30s now too. It's crazy. People that went to school 10 years after me are in their 30s. We old. We old. But you guys wouldn't know. If I said I'm 23, you guys wouldn't know either. Damn, looks so skinny. No, I've been wearing oversized shirts for the last 2 months. Why does everyone say that? Love you. That was the middle one. This is a 7-year-old. Benny's here. He went outside. Yeah, I know. I opened the door for him because he keeps crashing into it. Yeah, I just leave the... Remember the glass door behind the curtain that I told you guys about? Yeah, now as soon as I wake up in the morning, I leave that door open because this guy, every time he runs through here, he crashes. He doesn't learn. He crashes right into the door. It's so wild. And the thing is, I don't have a rug before, so he runs full speed, and then he realizes he's got to stop, and he stops, and he slides right into it because it's like, it's just slippery floor. It's the stupidest thing ever, but it's so funny. It's annoying that he keeps doing it, but it's so funny because the way it happens is just like, you idiot. Like, why you keep crashing into the door that you know is there? You don't think animals can see glass? I gotta put a smudge on that door or something. Their vision is different than ours? Yeah, I know, because my dog be sitting there just staring at an empty spot in the room, and I'd be thinking he's seeing a ghost that I can't see with my spectrum. Because he's just staring at a different spot in the room, like... I'd be like, who's next to me, bro? $50 seconds here. Let's see if we can close below, if we can leave some range. $30 seconds. How's he doing over there? How's Benny? He's good? Alright. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to close below here. Yeah, close right at our level. There's more waiting involved here. As this could just be a bottom wick on the 4-hour, right? We did break the low of the previous 4-hour. We have the 30 minutes for the closure, so let's just see what happens. Okay. Moving nicely here. Give me a second, chat. You could ride that around the pool for now if you want. You could ride that around the pool if you want. Just move the bed, move the tanning bed, and move the chair. Move the chair. You could ride around the pool if you want. Don't go to the edge though, because Benny will take you down. Yeah, my dog hates it when someone's by the pool. He runs, literally gets in between you and the water. Just starts pushing you away. Yeah, you cannot stand right next to the water. If you take a step right to the edge of the pool, he runs and he takes you out. He'll really he'll bull rush your shins. It's instinctual. It's just like, I don't know. He does that. As soon as he sees anyone by the pool, he runs and just stands right in between the water and you. If the 1 hour crosses the highs, breaks its own high, we're going to need a closure above there. I doubt that's going to happen here. You have 25 minutes on the hourly. It's a heavy drop here of 100 pips. I don't see us riding up 100 pips. It's a higher time frame resistance area that we tapped. Yeah. I know you can take 50. What's your limit on pineapples? The most pineapples I've ever had was 7, so 8 total areas, right? So 16 total positions. Would I want a closure below? I'm okay with a closure below 2907 here. 2907 flat. As long as we close with a bottom wick and the next candle opens up with the top wick, we'll look for sells. So personally, I want a heavy push down. I want it to just blast through here right now. The steeper the push, the better it is for us. What did you say? What did you say? Ow, why are you biting me, bro?
There's a big spider web and there's spider on it.
There's a big spider web. There's a big spider web with a spider on it. So you can't do what? You can't drive around the pool? Go with her, Benny. Yeah. The range below 2907 filled or refilled. Not really, because we've come up and we've filled range 2 and we're bouncing down here again off of range 2. I mean, I'm okay with a closure down here. I just needed to close with a bottom wick. Nice bottom wick. I'm not too happy with this 5. Although that's not bad. That is not bad for a pullback on the 5. That was actually not. That was legit. I didn't see it on the 5. I was waiting for a 15 or a 30 here, but that was legit on the 5. Yeah, I think this top wick was solid on the 5. It's a good area that it bounced off of this resistance. That should fill the range down, which it just did. Not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on this 15 to close. If we can maintain price below here, we'll look for another top wick. Minutes on the 4 hour, and if this starts pulling up next 4 hour, we'll still close bearish. Jeez. Yeah, chat. I'm gonna take a sell right here. I just took a sell. I'm gonna expect the 4 hour to close bearish. It's a heavy 4 hour pull. And I'm gonna take a sell right here as well. Sells are coming off these wicks. These areas. So as we broke and we pulled back to there, that's where I'm taking the entry off of. That's what I'm basing it on. My next entry will be up here. 2908.9. Taking a sell right there. Can we pull down here? I saw about 30. But it came so quick I didn't have a chance to do anything. Yeah, it tapped my 30 area for a second, but didn't quite get to 29.054, which is the wick I was kind of looking to get to. Next entry 29.10 flat if we get there. Strange. Expected the 5 to flip there. Don't know what that is. Expected the 5 to flip as the previous 5 closed below the range. Came right back up. Closed with no top wick. All right. Closing, no, not closing. Right there. And I closed full at 11 pips and it registered me at -2. Break even trade. Yeah, I can't hold past this wick. I told you guys I'm holding to this wick right here, because that's where the hard rejection comes off of that wick, and we had a closure there, so I only held to this wick. As soon as we close, as soon as we tap this wick here, this area, that white line, that was the reason I drew it up for you. This is the support I'm looking to get to. So the reason I have to get to that support and close is because this closure back up in range, right? So if we're creating a bottom wick and we're going to reject off somewhere, it's going to be off of here. At this area, it was roughly 11 pips for me, but it pulled back at the same time. Yeah, I don't mind that it runs. I would have closed it here no matter what. It would have been plus minus 10, 11, 12 pips, something like that. But I can't hold past this support. This is the market saying it's giving me a chance to get out after a bullish closure like that. Look at that 15 closing support. So if we're making a bottom wick here, this is the area where it's going to come up from. If you can see, you guys see me do this all the time. I'll close it and wait for the next candle to actually close, because this closure, as soon as this 15 closes, this is no longer the trade that we planned for. We do not plan to hold this support and close bullish at it when we're taking entries down here. The reason we have entries here, here, and pineapples here and here is so we can get out without getting burned, but it's not to make buku bucks here after that closure back in range. YBE, I just explained it. I close based on levels, and it has nothing to do with how much profit or how much, what the numbers or what the pips are. It has to do with the levels. And as soon as we tap that level, I just closed. Because this 15 closed bullish, holding support after having a chance to drive down. If it was going to drive down, why did we close bullish back up in range? So now we have to wait for the next candle to do that. BE number 118. Yeah, this would have been either a small win or a BE. What's that noise? So because we came off range 2 resistance, the previous fill and refill of the range kind of gets invalidated. Yeah, you can come back down in range and trade that. Because you're driving, this is a higher time frame resistance, right? The top of range 2. So it doesn't, so if we never reached this area, right? If we topped out somewhere here, this is untradeable. This at that point, it looks like this. But once we tap these areas, all of a sudden the light turns green. That was like 13 pips for me. I took the same positions as you did. You guys probably took them, because it doesn't matter. 13 pips, think about it. So we have multiple entries and it's 13 pips. So it's maybe the price moved 2 or 3 pips in between when I press something or you press something. In the grand scheme of things, that's very minor. You know, if you're copying me or the other way around, it's you know, on 6 positions, you know, 13 pips is 2 pips of movement. So that's not really a big deal. Call 5 almost like it depends on if he's required to be registered. So first or second degree, I believe. Maybe you're right. But aren't you required to report it to the school regardless? You said we'll have another giveaway today? No, but everybody claimed their giveaways. I'm pretty sure. It should be public knowledge. That's what I would think. $13 pips for you. Someone had 7. Someone had 5. So 72 pips, 3 pineapples. I'm not happy. Yeah, it just depends when you closed. Pineapples are solid here. If you held longer, great. I'm just never in my life holding past this level with this closure. Never gonna happen. I'm always closing at the support. I'm not gonna let the market, you know, give me a chance, not take it, and then have it drive up against me. No, if it drives for me, I'm okay with this now, right? If I close out, but I could have held and made pips, then great. Then this will set us up, right? It'll do this, and we'll have more positions. Top wicks. If it made the top wick first, we're probably still in. Yes. If this 15 made a top wick first, we're probably still in. Wicks, you were supposed to give away my account. Oh, ICT. Let's do it. We'll fucking do it. You know what's going to happen? It's going to be at around... What time is it? Is it 10 a.m. already? Let's do it at 10:30. And it's going to be randomly. I'm going to tell everybody to just start commenting in the chat. And I'll just scroll through the chat randomly. But not right now. It's going to be at 10:30. Courtesy of ICT. Not that ICT. This ICT. Yep, stick around. 10:30 we'll do a 25K account giveaway. Look, and it's doing exactly what we expected, just it drove down to the next support to do it. See, the 15 closed above the range, so it's going to come up and flip, or it's coming up to the flip. This is what you want to avoid. You don't want to sit here thinking, oh man, the market gave me a chance. We knew there's a, closed bullish, holding support. We know that this can flip at any time. The only thing that's questionable is it going to reject off this support or off this support? Right, but I'm not taking that chance as after that closure. I'm not taking the chance. The first support is where I'm out. That's how my approach to the trade, to the initial entry is. It's based on the fact that if this goes against me, I got to get out at support. That's the support I get out. Silence! I mute you! Ahmed. Can I explain range 1, range 2? It's a lot of explaining, but range 1 and range 2 is how we determine bias, and it's how we recognize fake outs, and that's how we stay out of getting faked out. That's how we avoid getting faked out. Well, you shit yourself on 10 pips in profit and hold drawdown. I'm just very nervous, bro. I get scared. My boy was saying if I had Wix 9 win streak and streaming, I would have been a superstar, man. The ads would have been all over the world. That's the reason he doesn't have my winning streak, because he's a marketer. I'm not a marketer. I'm a winner. Now, if you want to, if you don't mind not being the star of the show and being just the marketer behind the scenes, then we can work together. So this is why we closed, right? It doesn't matter the amount of pips. What matters is your logic and reasoning, and if you can repeat it day in and day out. Yeah, at this point, we'd need a closure below 2901.2 or above 2914.8. Won't take anything else. It's 3 times we filled and refilled this range. Tapped our support level. What's the planning now? Now you wait for the market to make a decision. Decision time. Up or down, it'll make a decision. What if we now tap again that range high yellow line and close inside the range below 2907? Just same thing what happened, why we took the trade, but it happens again. Can we take the yes? I'll take it again. So we in range 1 now? No, you're in range 2. But the ranges have also changed a bit, and you're ranging. You're just ranging right now. You're not really on the smaller time frame. You're in range 2, but overall, on the higher time frame, you're ranging. One, two, three, four, five, six. The last 6 hourly candles have printed side by side here. Is this pair like gold? This pair is gold, except XAU USD is spot gold, and this is gold futures. Monday morning futures with Wix 9. I give Maria Bartiromo a run for her money on Fox, man. That hourly closed bearish. 30. Leg candle, 15, leg candle, 5 above the range. Gotta wait for the time frames to line up and start telling me the same story. And that's gonna happen with a closure outside the range. Also, that's a closure outside the range will indicate volume, and a closure outside the range will give us direction, depending on whichever way we close. So we'll have volume, direction, range. We'll just need to figure out the timing at that point. What's the solution for greed? Humbleness. You gotta get sick and tired of your own shit, right? Which means you gotta get humbled by the markets. Which means you need to lose. You need to learn how to lose. When you learn how to lose, you'll stop being greedy. When you open your lot size, probably at like 100, 150. Number one indicator of a fake out. Maybe a range 1 breakout is will usually end in a fake out, but that's how we avoid them, right? But a range 2 breakout won't. So we don't take the fake out unless it's with structure breaking range 1 into a new range 1. That's the only time I take a fake out, right? So say we were coming down here. And we do this. I take this fake out. That's the only fake out I take. After this close back in range, I'd have to form a new range 1 to take the fake out. Or we would have to do this. And then I can take the fake out back into this range. Right? And I can take it here before breaking this low. After tapping these areas. That's how I take the fake out. How I avoid the fake out is this closure. This is a closure. This is a range 1 breakout, right? You have range 1, you have range 2 right now. So on a range 1 breakout, I don't take the buys here. I avoid them because you are likelier to fake out here and do this than you are to do this, right? You're likelier to fake out down here in this area than this. This is the off chance. But if you do this, then I look for buys here because it's a range 2 breakout, and you are likelier to continue up here at this point than you are to fake out. So since we play the probabilities, if that first thing is likelier to happen, wait, hold on, chat. What happened? Sam, what happened? To what? Who? You want me to find one for you? Okay, let me find your skirt. Let me look if it's in the dryer. Yeah, right. So at this point, this would be the less likelier scenario. So I don't look for the fake out here. I only look for the fake out here in this area, right? But in this area, I look for the continuation up, because what's likelier to happen here, once again, is the drive up, because it's arranged to break out. This is the likelier here. This is the likelier thing to happen here. That's how I use range 1, range 2 in order to avoid fake outs and recognize breakouts. What's the account sitting at like now? Around 75K? Yeah. Hold on. 78.6 to be exact. Hold on, let me find your skirt. Give me a second. Come here, come here. Which one do you want? Benny, get off my feet. No, they would be up here, baby. The white skirt?
Yeah, we have it.
I know we have it. I think it's in the washer, not the dryer. I gotta throw it in the dryer for you. No, come here. Let's find something else for you. You want to wear that? Oh, no, that's a shirt. That's a shirt, trust me. Here, this is a skirt right here. Here. That's a pretty one. You're welcome. Benny, leave her alone. Benny would look funny in that skirt. It's a funny look. Benny, you better leave her alone before I put that on you. Ow! I think he wants to be walked. Yeah, he wants to be walked because he keeps pushing me. I know for that win he finished in B. My question was the first position finished in negative pips, right? There's no such thing as first position on futures. No, nothing finished in negative. For me to get a break even, all positions, the average of all positions would have to be a break even. And that's how futures work. When I take multiple positions, they get combined into an average. On spot gold, it would be separate positions and one of them would be closed out at a negative, and the other two will be closed out in positive, or whatever it is. But this isn't spot gold, this is futures, and the mechanism for counting here or for trading here is a bit different because all your positions get combined into one. I keep opening positions, and what happens is I have an entry here, and then if I open a position here, all of a sudden this entry disappears and it gets listed here. So now the average of all my entries becomes there. If I take an entry here, now the average of all my entries becomes here, and all I see is this price. I don't see an entry here, I don't see an entry here, I don't see an entry here. I see one entry at multiple at double, triple, quadruple the lots, as many, you know, as many positions as I take at an average price. So I don't see my entries, my separate entries. I see one average price, and then I don't base my closure on that average price. I base it on where the price goes, and price went to here to this support, right? And we closed out because it can bounce up off that support. After holding it, it bounced off the next support, but still did the same thing, come up here after holding support. So if the market gave us a chance to get out and it indicated that we are now at a lower probability to continue with our breakdown, once the probability of our trade heading in our direction drops, we have to manage risk, and we manage risk based on a plan that we have before entering the trade, expecting to manage risk at those places. There's a reason I took a trade here, understanding where my pineapples are and where the support is, and if the market does go against me and comes back to that support, that's where I get out. That's what I did. Yes, pineapples are with the same lots, same amount of positions. Sometimes I'll take a 1 position on entry and then I'll take 3 on a pineapple, but that's very rare. It has to be like a feeler position on the initial one. Understanding the higher probability entry is at the pineapple. It's very rarely. I've done it maybe like 10 times the entire year last year. You can go B at any time in futures, not like gold when you have 10 different positions. Yeah, it's all combined into one. People at the Zoom door, come on in. This is tough. Are you up in for every 50K 2 lots? So 50K. No, I'm just up in because I haven't really upped my lot size since we started this. I'm not gonna double it. I think at around 100K I'm gonna just, I don't know, it's gonna be 2-3 lot positions on entry. Where's the account sitting at now? 78.6. I answered that already.
Hey, Wix, are you looking for possible buys if it breaks and closes above 16?
Yeah.
Or is it the 1543 line?
Yeah.
On which time frame? Because you're looking at the 1 hour, but you're looking at a 5 close?
No. A 5 will suffice here. I'm fine with a 5 closure here. It's still clean range even on the 5, but we're gonna have to push and close above here. 2914.8. We got a minute here on the 5. We're also gonna need a top wick. This doesn't look bad. I just don't like where it's closed. It's closing above the most recent, but not the overall. The overall, the cleaner closure is above here, but I also want a top wick. So let's see if we get above 14.8 and have a top wick in less than a minute here, 50 seconds. If not, maybe it'll be the next 5. This next one's for Baby J. Alright, still expect this to come up, but let's see. Tap this area here across the board. You expect this to come up now. A lot of rejection here across the board. That close, that wick, all of these wicks. Resistance that could turn into a support here, so. But we still need a closure above this area, above 2914.8. You grabbed something in Asian? Yeah, we had 22 pips last night in the signal channel. Oh, in the private Asian session that we had last night. These were the old positions you used to take, yeah, but we'd still wait for a closure above the range, even in the old days. Even back in the day, we'd wait for a closure above here. I'm gonna wait on this. I hope the sun don't come out today. I hope it fucking rains all day. There's not a single cloud in the sky and no sun. Oh shit. I forgot I left this here. This must be... Yeah, it's gotta be from Friday. Or Saturday before the zoo. Yeah. I just found a joint in my grill. It was raining, so I put it in the grill and then I closed the grill because I couldn't take the joint with me. I was going to the zoo with my kids. And I left it in my grill. I just opened my grill and there's a whole joint in there. I'm like, holy shit. Thanks, Santa. You're the best. The police ever stop you while high? Considering the fact that both my mother and father, hello parents, are both watching this. Hell yeah! Hello mom and dad. I told this story on stream before. I remember telling this story on stream before. Chat, imagine if I was a scammer and I had my parents watching me scam you guys. That'd be wild. They'd be sitting there like, proud parents. I'm gonna get them a bumper sticker. Proud parents of a YouTube scammer. Yeah, I definitely told the story on stream before. I got pulled over going into Miami. And they lit me up while I was smoking a J, and I had a J in my pocket. And they pulled me over. And then the thing is, as soon as they lit me up, I was in the very left lane, right? So I go all the way to the right lane, which gives me time, right? It's like 2 or 3 exits. I'm slowly getting across. Gives me time to eat the joint. I eat the joint. I get off the highway. No, I don't get off the highway. I pull over on the shoulder, and I open all my windows, and the cop goes, "No, pull over at the next exit." And I'm like, yes, this gives me time to eat everything. So I slowly, 5 miles an hour, open all my windows. I'm driving. He's right behind me, and I'm like this, just eating the second joint. I pull over in Opelika at the very first gas station. And if you know Opelika, when I pulled over, I'm telling you, like, there was a crowd of people wondering, why is this white guy on a nice car being pulled over by 2 white cops? It was a crowd of black people, like 100 black at the gas station. Why I'm getting pulled over? So I'm thinking that's it. He's gonna smell all the weed right now. He walks over. He's like, "Sir, license and registration." I see backup pull up. Right? Whenever backup pulls up, that's not a good thing. Like if backup pulls up, that means some shit's going down. We're gonna be there a while. And backup pulls up, and he's asking me for shit, and I'm burping up weed as I'm talking to him. I'm over there like, and all I smell to myself is weed. And he doesn't say a damn thing about the weed. You know what he does? He tells me to get out the car. He searches me. They put me in cuffs. They lock me up in the back of the car, and he goes, "You got a warrant." I was like, "A warrant for what?" He's like, "You did something to the water." I was like, "What do you mean I did something to the water?" He's like, "Oh, to the water or on the water." I was like, "I've done nothing on the water, bro." He's like, "I don't know. It's just what I see in my system." And no, I got arrested, and it's a hilarious story because he basically he goes, "You want me to park your car off the side of the road and lock it up?" And I'm thinking to myself, he sits down in that car, it fucking smells like a dispensary. There's no, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll just lock it up for you." So he gets in the car, locks it up, goes, perfect, parks it, walks in, not a word about the weed, doesn't say a damn thing. We go, they take me to Miami, to bookings or whatever it's called, or county, and he's like, "Yo, it's the end of my shift." I'm sitting there. It's like 100 people, it's like 100 people all in cuffs, right? Everyone's sitting in cuffs, and he's like, "Yo, I know it's Wednesday, but it's my Friday. I got a day off tomorrow. My shift is done. I'm gonna need my cuffs back." I was like, "All right, take your cuffs." He's like, "Yeah, but I don't have any other ones to give you, so just sit here like this. Pretend you're like, don't drive anyone crazy. Just pretend you're wearing them." He takes off my cuffs, leaves, and I'm sitting there like this for like 2-3 hours, like. I'm sitting like this, pretending I'm wearing cuffs. Like 3 hours later, some cop walks by and goes, "Where are your cuffs? You're not wearing cuffs." They fucking throw me on the floor and put cuffs on me like I snuck out of cuffs. I was like, the dude took him. They're like, "Who took him?" Like the cop that brought me in, I was like, "He took him, and he said it's his Friday and he gotta go." She was like, "Yeah, but then he would have put cuffs on you. He said you guys don't have any more cuffs." They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, bullshit, right? They give me an orange jumpsuit. They take me, they process me. My brother comes to bail me out, all that, like 2 in the morning. They forgot he was there like half a day. They forgot that we even paid bond or whatever. I go see a judge. And the judge, when he starts speaking, I realize what ticket I got arrested for. Like 3 or 4 years earlier, I got a ticket on my jet ski in a no-wake zone, right? Where because when you're on a jet ski, the nose can be sticking out of the water in like a no-wake zone because of manatees, right? So we're like a manatee zone, there's a no-wake zone, and you got to keep the nose of the jet ski in the water. But a big boat passes by with some waves, you kind of have no choice. The nose is going to come out of the water. And I was on the jet ski, and as I was riding through the intercoastal, a boat cop that was standing on the side, he was filling up his boat. He wasn't even on the water. He literally just turned on his siren and goes like this to me. "Come on." I pull up. He gives me a ticket for, speeding in a no-wake, for going 7 miles in like a 5 mile per hour zone, basically. And I dismissed it. That ticket, I threw it into the trunk of the jet ski. You know, you got the little trunk in the front of you, or in the back. I threw it in that trunk, and I forgot about it. And years later, the guy pulls me over and arrests me for doing something to the water. The thing is, the judge explained it. He was like, any ticket you get on the water is a criminal ticket. Anything that happens, boating, anything, it doesn't matter what it is. If you get it on the water, it's a criminal ticket, and you gotta go in, or there's a warrant issued. So I see a judge, and the crazy thing is, I mean, the good thing is, but it was crazy because it all ended up being a waste of my time. The judge goes, how many of you in here are for boating tickets? And dismissed everything. He's like, are you all in here for the same thing? And dismissed everything. And it was, honestly, I was like, this is like the second or the third time in my life where we go in and the judge is like, are you all in here for the same thing? Dismissed. I was like, this is crazy. That's dope. But like, you guys just wasted a whole day and night of mine. If you're going to do something, already do it like that. Yeah, who knew? Anything on a boat is a criminal ticket. So you got to go answer it right away or pay it right away. Otherwise, they issue a warrant. I forgot about this was years later. Years. Like I would never even think to go back to that time to relate it to. Was it 95 or Palmetto? It was 95. It was the Opalaka exit off 95. And if you know when you're going south, as soon as you get off, there's a gas station right there, and that's where I pulled over. I think it's a BP gas station, but I don't remember. That was a long time ago. I want to say that this happened about 10 years ago. So the boating ticket was like 13, 15 years ago. Wow, that close with no bottom wick. But the 30 closed bullish. Jeez, this sucks. This is ugly. This is our whole morning right here, this range. And you know what? I think that's to be expected. Remember I said yesterday during Asian session that we might range throughout the day. It just might be a new range from Asian session. Like, well, it might not be the same range that we had in Asian session. I said it yesterday. We might drive out of this range and just range through the day in the next range. And we've kind of driven down to the next range, and that's what we're doing. Ranging through the session. Because there's no catalyst today, right? There's no red folders today. There's really no catalyst to push us out except for the levels. And maybe Papa Trump speaking here at around, what, 3 o'clock or noon? When is he speaking? Let's turn on. Let's turn on our news. Let's see what happens. Yeah, they can get. Look, they're talking about the war, the deal getting done this month, or the Ukraine minerals deal done this month. I think we'll see market plummet. That's gonna be crazy if they sign the deal. You'll see the markets plummet. You'll see gold plummet. Yeah, the news are tomorrow, so I think we're gonna end up ranging today, and tomorrow we have Jolt's job openings at 10. The rest of the week we have news. CPI on Wednesday, PPI on Thursday. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun-filled week, and then we have consumer sentiment on Friday. Yeah, we have CPI on Wednesday. Yo, who the fuck is talking about this lock 30 thing? Both of you are new here. Is this dude is having a conversation with his burner? Electric World and Armandlin are one person talking to themselves with their burner. Mods! I'm gonna be over here calling balls and strikes right now. You're out of there! No zip ties. Cops are lazy. Bro, what zip ties? Do I look like a home improvement project? What? Why are you fucking zip tying me? I got a boat ticket. All of a sudden, I'm fucking construction material. I'm a human, not a bot. That's what they all say. Prove it. Show me your barcode. Can we run the giveaway? Yeah, let's do it. Let's run the giveaway. How do we do this? How do we run the giveaway? Hold on. All right, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna close my eyes. Yeah, this is legit, bro. What do you mean? You never did the giveaway with the the let me close my eyes thing? All right, no, what I was gonna do is I was gonna have you guys like go ahead, start commenting right now. Go just comment whoever, and I was just gonna double click on like a comment like that. And whatever comment it lands on, as you guys are all like commenting in the chat, that's what it's going to be. So yeah, if you start doing, yeah, as it's running, I'm just whatever lands, wherever my mouse lands, whatever, that's what it's going to, hold on, this is not it. I'm just doing an attempt as it's scrolling. Okay, so it'll work. All right. Let's go. We're going to do a 10-second countdown, all right? Actually, no, we're going to do a countdown to the end of this. All right, let's go. Louis Lau. 10K is mine, 10K is mine. Louis Lau. W. Congrats. Where are you, bro? Where's Louis Lau? Yo. Do I gotta send you something? Yes. What's your, you gotta give me your Instagram name and then DM me from that name on IG. Not Lauer. No, not Lauer. Laus. The double L man. What you have to do is send me your name, your full name, your email. Okay, at 19 it's loose. So from that IG, DM me your full name, your email, and proof that you follow my IG and sub to this YouTube. So just like a screenshot, right? And once you do that, I will send you your confirmation and credentials to the 25K account. Congrats, Lewis W. Courtesy of our previous winner, ICT, by the way of Top One Trader. Shout out to Top One Trader for providing these funded accounts. Go get yours. Don't get a challenge account. Go get an instant funded so you could be trading and making money instead of passing challenges over here like a schoolboy. Anyway, well, unless you're a winner of a challenge account, because then you have no choice. W. If only I click. Just keep showing up. I give away 100K in funded accounts every single week. Yeah, so congratulations, Louis Lau. Congrats to Jay on Baby J. And fuck, who won yesterday? Yeah, just keep showing up. I'm sure if you guys keep showing up, everybody at some point will win. Yeah, this looks like ass and feet, man. This is shit range. This is fucking like, this is dirty, yo. This is dirtier than 2 girls, 1 cup. This is 2 levels, 1 range. We got London close here in 17 minutes. Yep, Jay's baby's here. The stork just brought her. Got the stork delivery service. Uber baby. Yeah, we basically shown up for a date with Gold, but Gold ended up sending her ugly friend. And now we're in the bathroom trying to figure out how to leave. How to skip the date. The percentage you're up for the year would put you 5th in the Robbins Cup right now. Amazing. I'm surprised. I would figure people are doing like thousands of percent. Like, you know, just fucking full tilt. Yeah, because it's competition, right? It's just... For a competition, I figure people wouldn't really care about, you know, longevity and just about... First place up 139% on the year. It's good. It's good numbers. Considering we're not even a quarter in. I don't know. It's, what is that? That's average of more. That's he's averaging more than 40% a month. 45% a month. People who do thousands of percent below the account after a while, yes, but it's only the first 2 months, right? So you figure 2 months in, not everybody who's fucking full tilting right now has blown their account. If we close in this range in 14 minutes, I'll call it a session. This is by far the slowest session in terms of the ranges that we've had all year. We've had days where we had one trade, one break-even trade, and even those days, it moved more than this. It just, on those days, I remember when we had one break-even trade, market actually moved like 500 pips, or just would not give us an entry. Today, it's like up and down, like a merry-go-round. Sent you an invite on IG. Yeah, you and 3 other winners. I got to do it today. You guys seen Canada's next Prime Minister? Carney? Mark Carney? Oh, dummy. Good job, man. close that door, please? Thank you. Ex-governor of the Bank of England. UK knows him well. Yeah, he's about to be the governor of the 51st state. I think he's going to do a lot more damage than Trudeau did. Like Canada is not upgrading right now. Yeah, Carney. Back from dinner, what'd you miss? This range. It missed you too. Oh yeah, it's temporary, but he's got a month to do damage. Yeah, because the prime minister, what is it, like the house or whatever your equivalent of, right, decides on who the leader is, or who the prime minister is until the leader is elected. Canada's done with just, I think the world is done with the Trudeaus. This is just fucking disgusting. He's such an idiot. And the thing is, he thinks he sounds intelligent. What he says is intelligent. I don't get it. He's just a complete imbecile. Just a fool. His finance background isn't encouraging. He wants to start a trade war with the US. He's going to run Canada into the ground in a month. He's like, US is raising tariffs? Oh, guess what? Then we're going to respond with raising tariffs. Idiot. Fall in line, dumbass. Nobody wants a trade war with the US, and nobody wants the trade war, period. Even the US doesn't want a trade war. But the US is the best equipped to handle a trade war. But it will hurt everybody across the board. It hurts all consumers. So they would be best to fall in line. Carbon tax, Carney. We still do things differently. Who work for Trudeau? No, Carney wants a trade war. Here's the deal. Like, you don't want a trade war with the U.S. because, like, yeah, it'll hurt the U.S., but it'll take you out of business. Like, look at it this way. Pretend the U.S. is Amazon and Canada is Borders, right? Now, the U.S. Amazon has how do I put this? Amazon has the leverage in terms of they can sell books at a loss to gain customers and take you, Canada, or aka Borders, out of business, right? Remember when Amazon showed up on the scene? You ever heard of predatory pricing? That's where companies are willing to sell their products at a loss in order to take the competition out of business, right? And when you're out of business, we go back to normal pricing and no more competition. So Amazon was selling books at a loss to itself, which made people use Amazon, and they got rid of, and Borders went out of business. When Borders went out of business, no competition, Amazon right back to raising prices and more customers and no competition. So that's where the U.S. stands, where we can sell at a loss to take you out of business. And why would you want that kind of war? You'll be out of business. That's basically where the U.S. stands with the rest of the world. Ooh, breaking up here. We simply want manufacturers from Canada and Mexico, not just there, from the entire world. Look at this. Porsche and Audi are bringing their factories to the US in order not to pay the tariffs. And if China doesn't want the tariffs, they don't want a trade war, right? Canada definitely doesn't want a trade war. Even if it's at the detriment to the people of the US. Because it's at a bigger detriment to them. They're already being made in Mexico. It's coming to the US. It's going to be made in the US. It doesn't matter if it was Germany, Mexico, or Canada. It's going to be made in the US, which is better for us in the long run, our pricing. Hold on a second, chat. Oh, we just closed above, but barely above. Lock in. It's 11 a.m. chat. This is London close. This is what we were waiting for, but I think the level, if we look at it logically on the smaller time frame, is right there. We didn't really close above. Let's really adjust this level clearly. Yeah, it closed right at it, and we opened up with the top wick here. I think that's the cleaner level above here. What you need is a closure, which could be this candle, but previous candle closed respecting here. I would say wait for this candle to close bullish above the range with a top wick, then you can look for entries. The way it closed right now, I would expect this to flip bearish here. Some of you guys might even have sells here on the flip. Sell stops. Not a game I'm gonna play, but good luck. Why not impulse buys if this range gets filled? Because of that closure. I need you mean buys as the candle hasn't closed yet? Because we just don't have a closure, not on a single time frame. Never have we closed above there. We've tried on the 5, on the 15, on the 30, on the hourly. They've all tried. They all held. So yeah, while this can definitely take off and come up, I just can't be in it until there's a closure. Sometimes we do take it out of consolidation. Sometimes, but not like this. Not with that closure and this opening. The markets should come down, grab orders. Yeah, this is ugly. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call it a session, and we'll take this to the signal channel. If we see anything in the signal channel, I'm gonna be locked in here till noon. After noon, I gotta go places. If I see this set up, and if this 2 hours looking lovely, and it runs along with the 1 hour telling the same story, we have closures above 1530. We'll look for positions, but we're gonna call it a session here and take this to the signal channel. All right. So if you're part of the signal channel, stay locked in through noon, and after that, I'll let you guys know that I'm done on the charts, or when I'm done on the charts. So yeah, stay out of this range. Garbage range, either closure above 29.15 or closure below 29.07 flat here on the futures. And if you're looking at spot gold, you know, just adjust the pricing here, as the range should look very, very similar. Yeah, you're looking for closures above this area. It's on spot. Same thing. Late candle here on the 15, you'd expect this to flip bearish. Just would you expect the drive or just a flip and come right back up? That's why I'm gonna wait for closure where multiple time frames can line up. All right, Zoom gang, I'll see you guys in the clubhouse side of things. Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. You guys were trigger happy today, but today was a good day to be trigger happy. Not a Friday, but still. Chat was in partial Friday mode. Right. Actually, it's Monday, so yeah, Monday mode. Monday and Friday, almost the same mode activated. W. All right, chat, love and wisdom to you all. No dubs today, one trade, one BE trade, and signal channel. Like I said, if you're still trading, stay locked in through noon, and if we don't get nothing by noon, then we'll call it a session, and we'll still be trading in the signal channel this evening for Asian session. Everybody else, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 a.m. sharp, here on YouTube. As for me, my time here is up, and just like that, another New York session is in the books. Don't overtrade, don't over leverage. Join the signal channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.